More than 500,000 Palestinians were granted over the past 2 weeks limited access between the northern and southern Gaza Strip via the Netzarim Corridor, a strategic route controlled by Israel that divides the north from the south. Movement is tightly regulated, with pedestrians allowed to cross starting at 7 a.m. via the Al-Rashid Coastal Road, while vehicles can use Salah al-Din Street from 9 a.m., restricted to just 100 cars per day. Security checks are conducted to prevent the smuggling of weapons. Several key actors are central to this process. Hamas, as Gaza's governing authority, oversees internal movement, while Israel maintains control over external borders and checkpoints along the corridor. Egypt, managing the Rafah crossing, plays a vital intermediary role, facilitating movement and addressing humanitarian needs. Qatar contributes by leveraging its political influence to ensure the delivery of essential supplies. Meanwhile, U.S. forces provide additional security oversight at checkpoints, balancing humanitarian efforts with security measures. Rami Yusuf Amar, a coordinator from the Palestinian police, spoke to the media line.
The movement of the displaced citizens from the south to the north of Gaza had coordination between us, the Hamas resistance, and the Israeli forces. We are standing here on a point where there are Egyptian brothers on one side and Israelis on the other, so that we can organize a movement for the passage of the citizens. The plan has been implemented today. The special forces will not withdraw from Salah al-Din Road to secure the citizens moving to the north. As you can see now, these cars and vehicles are waiting to cross to the other side.
As many Gazans line up to head north to their homes, emotions run high.
Our feelings are indescribable. Between the happiness and sadness for those who have left and the destruction we saw, and what we'll see in Gaza in the north, all the north has been destroyed. All the houses of my family are gone. Only the houses of a few people remain. We don't know what they will return to.
Those who arrived in the north faced overall destruction, and the majority found themselves with no home to return to. Despite that, mixed feelings prevailed among the people.
I'm very happy. My joy is indescribable. My tongue is numb. Finally, we're back home, even though our house is destroyed. But I want to build a tent near it. My father is a martyr. My family are all martyrs. I don't have a brother or a sister, but I'm very proud of my family, of my people, and of my destroyed house. Everything is in this, God willing, in Palestine, in the name of God. And God willing, God will give us the reward of patience.
I came yesterday. I left the south at 10 a.m. and arrived here at 11 p.m. We slept in the streets. We came to the north. We came with nothing. We walked 15 kilometers. Where are all the Arabs? Hezbollah and all the others? We will not take revenge on them. There is nothing in it. We have all been in the tents for months and nothing has happened. Look here at what is left. Where is the Arab League? Look at us. We have lived in the tents for a long time. We will not return to anything now. We are in the streets with our young children. Look at this. This is a door. This is a window. This is a pillow. It's not even a pillow. It's a blanket. This used to be my uncle's house and my husband's house. There's nothing left.
Many argue, given the status of destruction, that Trump's plan to move all Palestinians out of the Strip to Jordan and Egypt would be a better option for their future stability. But Gazans strongly oppose the idea.
Who wants to leave their home? We don't want to migrate elsewhere. Gaza is our country. How can we leave to another country? This is unacceptable. Even the presidents of the Arab countries refuse this. Why do they refuse? Because of the deportation. Who wants to leave their home? We want to live in Gaza.
They say that we have Jordan and Egypt as options, but we will die here and we will not leave Gaza because this is our land and this is our country. We were born in it and we will die in it. We will tell Trump not to deport us. We will stay in our country until the liberation of Jerusalem.
Rihab al-Kakhlot from the Jabalia refugee camp is the mother of 3 Palestinian prisoners.
I'm from Jabalia. The inhabitants of Jabalia are the symbols of resistance. Jabalia was the beginning and the end of the battle. God willing, there won't be any battles or any problems after this day, because we are steadfast in our country, steadfast in our homes.
Al-Kakhlot's 3 sons were arrested by the IDF during operations inside Jabalia camp at the beginning of the war and taken to the new military prison at Sde Teiman. She says they were tortured there, a claim that the media line cannot substantiate. Israel did not include them in the list of Palestinian prisoners set to be released in the first stage of the deal due to their affiliation with Hamas.
I have 3 children, Ibrahim, who is 27 years old, and Munir and Ahmad, both 25 years old. All of them were taken from the camp by the occupation forces in 2024. I didn't have any information about them before the current prisoner swaps, but now I know for sure they suffer torture in Sde Teiman prison. That's all I know.
Many Gazans are trying to resettle the north of the Strip despite hardships.
This is a cemetery. The Jews destroyed everything, and now we must stay in this cemetery and settle here, so there we can rest and live. It's a sin, but where could we go? There are no places to stay. Every time we go to a place, they tell us this is not a place for people, so people are forced to stay where they can.
Former business owners in the north refuse to comment on how they felt, since they are still in a state of shock after seeing their shops destroyed. Overall, despite Israel claiming to have succeeded in dismantling Hamas in the Strip, many Gazans emphasized the resilience of the resistance and of its ideology after 16 months of war.
We cannot be defeated by anyone in the land of Palestine. There is no enemy in the north of Gaza, and there is no enemy other than the Zionists. At the end of the conflict, they made this agreement and left. They allowed the people to return to the north of Gaza, and they didn't achieve anything because our land will win again. Certainly the people of Palestine are people of resistance. Palestine's children are resistance fighters, its daughters are resistance fighters, its youth are resistance fighters, its men are resistance fighters, and its women are resistance fighters.
Even children and women showed their support.
We are happy today. This is a great day. Hamas came out and freed us. And we took pictures with them, and we were happy today. Today was a good day, and they released our prisoners. And God willing, my brother, the prisoner Tariq Nuruddin, will be released. God willing, they will all be released in peace.
We want to rebuild the North with the resilience of our youth. All women must bear and get used to martyrdom. I have 53 martyrs in my family. My brothers, my sisters, my children. My brothers, people of my age, they were doctors, lawyers, and so on. But this is the resistance. This is our people.
Not every Gazan is against leaving Gaza, as most are left with nothing to return to. There is nothing left. My mother and father were martyred. We have a terrible situation in our house. Our house was destroyed and shelled. When will we rebuild it? How long will it take to rebuild it? I am with this plan. It is enough. It is enough suffering. It is enough misery. It is enough wounds. You can't find a worse place than here. Here we are suffering. We are suffering from lack of water. We're suffering from lack of wood. We're suffering from a lack of food. We're suffering from everything. We're suffering from everything. Getting out and emigrating could be an option. I'm not against emigration. If there's a way to emigrate, I will emigrate. I will emigrate. I will emigrate because there is no life left. I have no energy left. I am with Trump's plan. The Media Line reports from Gaza.